Hey, Nick. Yeah, it's a really good game. I enjoyed it a lot. Can you hear me okay, by the way? I messed around with my computer and I want to make sure that everything is working. Okay, awesome. I'm just going through all my settings, making sure everything's set up pretty good. I'll get started in a moment. Nico is taking a Discord break. He's still around. I see him on Steam a lot. Hopefully he'll be back soon. And I cannot tab. I cannot get to my second monitor. Hang on one sec. Tab out. Not picking up my game, is it? 1 second. OBS is showing a black screen. To change my push to talk for this game too. Sorry. Where's my chat? There's my chat window. That should be working now. Okay, shift to talk, or push to talk now. Where was I? Apparently I had just gone into the second key storyline in Red Ridge. Or no, not Red Ridge. Oh yeah, in Hushed Whispers. Sweet. I just do one last thing, make sure that work doesn't need me for a second. Work is good. Everything's good, we're ready to go, because this is going to take a little bit of time. How you doing lately, Nick? You can still hear me, right? Alright, it is not picking up this game in windowed mode. We're in full screen. Sorry, new graphic card problems. That's fine. Welcome to lurking. Not that I have many viewers anyway. Okay, there we go. I had to give it its own specific window. It wasn't display capturing. That should be working now. If you could, Nick, just let me know. The one thing that I did want to test specifically is if I get into combat and there's a lot going on, then I used to drop frames. So if you can just look over maybe then and let me know how it's going when I get into combat and you hear a lot going on, that'd be perfect. It is a very pretty game. It's a very good story too.
Has made a dreadful mess of this place, hasn't he?
I didn't see this part of the castle.
It was covered in the tackiest carvings of wolves and dogs I'd ever seen. This is not an improvement.
Andraste blessed me, Andraste blessed me. My tears are my sins, my sins, my sins. Andraste guide me, Andraste guide me.
What did they do to you?
Andraste blessed me, Andraste blessed me.
I think he's probably crazy. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks. I think before it was just a little too much for both this game and OBS. Like, I wasn't seeing it in the game itself, but I was seeing it on the stream, so I think it was just a little too demanding for my old video card.
You're alive. I saw you disappear into the rift.
Is that red lyrium growing from your body? How?
The longer you're near it, eventually you become this. Then they mine your corpse for more.
Can you tell us the date? It's very important.
Harvest Mia. 942 Dragon.
942? Then we've missed an entire year.
I'm using OBS.
We have to get out of here. Go back in time.
Please, stop this from happening. Alexius serves the Elder One, more powerful than the Maker. No one challenges him and lives.
I've never fought a god before. This should be memorable.
Our only hope is to find the amulet that Alexius used to send us here. If it still exists, I can use it to reopen the rift at the exact spot we left. Maybe.
Good.
I said, maybe. It might also turn us into paste.
You must try. Your spy master, Leliana. She is here. Find her. Quickly. Before the Elder One learns you're here.
If red lyrium is an infection... Maker, why is it coming out of the walls?
Are you sure you want to find out?
Andraste Sacred Knickers, you're alive. Where were you? How did you escape?
We didn't escape. Alexius sent us into the future.
Everything that happens to you is weird.
You don't look so good, Varric. What happened?
Bite your tongue. I look damn good for a dead man.
You're no more dead than we are.
The not dying version of this red lyrium stuff? Way worse. Just saying.
We get to Alexius, and I just might be able to send us back to our own time. Simple, really.
That may not be as easy as you think. Alexius is just a servant. His Elder One assassinated the Empress and led a demon army in a huge invasion of the South. The Elder One rules everything. What's left of it, anyway. Alexius is really not the one you need to worry about.
It's bad.
Assassinations, invasions, and demon armies. I'm a little glad I missed all that.
Yeah, you lucked out there. You want to take on Alexius? I'm in. Let's go.
I hear you. Andraste, have mercy. You shouldn't be here. The dead should rest in peace.
It's really me, and I'm definitely not dead, Blackwall.
I was there. I saw you fall. Alexius' spell left nothing but ash.
You skipped over too much. Look at the poor man. Alexius' spell didn't kill us. It sent us forward in time. That's how we survived.
Forward in time? I don't understand.
been about... I haven't played this game since it came out almost 3 years ago, so... Yeah, I don't remember what's going on too well, so this is good.
If we get to Alexius, we can go back to the moment we left and stop all of this from happening.
Maybe I've just gone mad. If what you say is true, then this... everything I've been through, everything about this nightmare is a mistake.
Hang on to that feeling. You can take it out on Alexius when we find him.
Good advice. If we make Alexius pay for his crimes, that's enough for me. From what I've heard the guards say, Alexius never leaves the throne room these days.
Where am I supposed to go? Oh, I guess that's where.
Feels good to be fighting again.
Well, the gang's all back together. What could go wrong now?
I swear I drank a potion. Yeah, same. I've got The Witcher. I've got all three. I haven't played them. I mean, I played them a little bit, but I can't... I was telling Rick, it's hard to get into them when you have to play an old, white-haired man. Especially when you're not. Which is weird. I've played other games where, like, I've played a guy main character, and for some reason
Take a look around. See if there's anything we can use.
it doesn't put me off as much as The Witcher. I don't know why. Like, I can't get into it. And I hear too that it's kind of a shame because The Witcher has a ton of links to the stories and the literature and stuff. So if you know anything about the books, it actually can help you in the games a lot. Alexius keeps asking for patrols of the walls. Better to put men on watch inside the walls. More of those rifts open every day. torture chambers. A way to enjoy RPGs again? How's that?
There is no maker. The Elder One has taken all that is his and will soon rule from his city.
That still doesn't make him a god.
Yes, you can't see me. Even though I'm right here in the doorway. Aimed at fire, lucky bastard.
I'm surprised they left her alive this long.
Sup, Rick?
Poor woman.
Testing out the new video card. How does combat look? Because that was the big problem before. Unless you missed it all. It seems okay so far. I don't really see a difference on my end. It was more on other stuff. Plus I'm playing a 3-year-old game, so... But, I mean, if this wasn't lagging in combat, then... we've already taken a definite step forward. I was dropping frames last time I tried to stream this, and I was getting into fights. Is this the way I came? I think so. I think I'm getting lost. You know, this one is kind of like a simplified Witcher from what I've seen. There are not nearly...
How did Trevelyan know of the sacrifice at the temple? Answer!
Never.
There's no use to this defiance, little bird. There's no one left for you to protect.
Time to kick somebody's ass.
Your breath.
You will break.
Damn.
I will die.
What'd you do to Liliana?
Or you will.
You go, girl.
You're alive.
You're safe now. Forget safe. If you came back from the dead, you need to do better than safe.
You make an excellent
you need
point.
to end this. Do you have weapons? Good. The Magister's probably in his chambers.
You aren't curious how we got here?
No.
Alexius sent us into the future. This, his victory, his Elder One, it was never meant to be.
I need to find Alexius and reverse the spell.
If we can get back to our present time, we can prevent this future from ever happening.
And mages always wonder why people fear them. No one should have this power.
It's dangerous and unpredictable. Before the breach, nothing we did.
Enough. This is all pretend to you. Some future you hope will never exist. I suffered. The whole world suffered. It was real.
She's not happy right now. Yeah, it's on max settings. I told it to optimize for the card. I think that's max settings for everything. Looked like it was.
What happened while we were away?
Stop talking.
I'm just asking for information.
No, you're talking to fill silence. Nothing happened that you want to hear.
We need to find Alexius. I'm sure he'll be in the nicer part of the castle, if there is one.
The Magister needs more power for his rituals.
No! Don't hurt me, Linnea.
This is madness. Alexius can't have wanted this.
The breach, it's...
Everywhere.
Used to be, it was only dwarves who were afraid of the sky.
Damn.
Now, it's just good sense.
Kill yourself, Barrick. Shit. Perfect. That's just what I want to hear. Now I'll have to actually get a game that demands more out of my video card. Might have to get near Automata. Yeah, I'm using 1080. The 4K though, that's bleeding edge, no? Bleeding edge always has problems. It's always been true in the 30 years I've been dealing with computers. Nothing works. I've tried countless times to go back before the ooh. Yeah, even Alexius is like, this is not cool, dude. And he's trying to protect his son. Guess I should be checking out some of this armor and stuff. Okay, you gotta be level 9. guess maybe I'm not really missing so much.
No!
What the hell did I miss? What?
Connor!
It was an act of courage. He knew there was no other way to resist. He resisted that demon to the last.
Where is Connor? GG. Okay, so you don't see him either. Or did I blink and miss something?
What became of Felix? Do you know?
Yes, I know.
And you're not going to tell me?
You'll find out soon enough.
There's a lot of bodies here. A lot of bodies. All right, Rick.
What in Andraste's name is that? Hold on to it. I want to look at it later.
Cannot click. It's underground. I need just 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Alright, where we go? Man, there's a ton of supply cache. They must expect us to use a lot of potions.
How much damage did Alexius' spell do?
Rifts tore apart all of southern Thedas, starting here. But whether that's his doing or the breach, who can say?
Yeah, stuff fucked up. Oop, that's the ping of work. 1 sec. Sorry guys, I just gotta do one quick thing for work. Did you know that Facebook thinks the word damn is a curse word? How crazy is that? Okay, that's that. Alright. It should be good now. You guys aren't gonna come out? As a mage? Is that what you mean? I usually tend to specialize in fire, but I branch out just a bit. Because some things are immune to fire. Oh, that. Gosh, it's been so long since I've played. I kind of forget how that works. I haven't played this game since it came out in 2014. So I guess I'll have to look and think about it. Ooh, they injected Liliana with a blight. I wonder if she looks like shit. specializations for Mage are Necromancer, Rift Mage, and Knight Enchanter. What's the difference between the three? Because I don't honestly recall. God, look at all the enemies in the next room. We're gonna have a fight, boys. Necromancer can automatically get health back from any dead enemy. Knight Enchanter has an unlimited barrier. What does the Rift Mage do?
They haven't noticed us yet. Good opportunity to look for higher ground.
I don't know, I kind of like, you know, the idea of using the doorway to make them come through.
Get that enchanter! Sorry for interrupting your dinner.
Of course, Varric, you didn't have to let him shoot you in the back of the head for all that time. But could have gone worse than needing one potion. Rift Mage is basically soulless. You know that ability you have to pull off the abyss. It's a weird place for loot. Okay, for a moment I thought that was human. Been everywhere in here. Boredom, really. Like, I was looking for sort of an epic fantasy RPG, and there's like nothing out right now for Christmas. Which seems weird. Yeah, it was just, I don't know if Rick's still here or not. I was telling him about this actually just the other day. I was like, there's like nothing. There's no new Dragon Age, there's no, like, there's The Witcher 3, but it's kind of old now too, and you know, the hot game of the season is Skyrim for PlayStation VR, which is how old? 6 years? There's like nothing. Nothing right now. Ooh, there's a lot of guys there.
Try to take out that enchanter quickly.
I think we're gonna have to YOLO it, boys. I don't see anything.
Block them from coming up the stairs!
One less to worry about.
I could really go for some light reading.
Yeah. You know, light reading sounds good. Well, that sucks to hear. Yeah, it is kind of EA now. I was kind of worried about that when they first came on, but it was still the old team, and they managed not to screw up Inquisition here. But, I mean, I guess that could have only lasted so long. It's like EA has the anti-Midas touch. Everything just turns to shit when they touch it.
What happened here?
Venatori decorating at its finest.
It kind of looks like the end of the world happened, and you know. This is where I already killed those guys, yeah? Okay. Okay, which red shard am I missing? Where? Yeah, I was here. Well, crap. Guess I don't know if I've been over this way. Nope, probably not. Oh, hi guys.
Cover the stairs.
think I'm level 8 now, so...
Where's your Elder One now?
Let's head back to the main hall. I think I know how we'll open that door.
I think normal. Yeah, normal. I get some people like really like doing, you know, the difficulty, but I like just playing for the story. There's one of those extra supply cache when you need it. I'll put it this way, Trey. I'm a 30-year-old mom gamer. I don't have time to make everything 10 times as long by making it harder. I barely have time for these games as it is lately. I think we should probably save. Plus I don't like save scumming and stuff, and you know.
No Venatori this time, Alexius. Where's the trap? Your guards?
There's no longer any point. I knew you would appear again. Not that it would be now, but I knew I hadn't destroyed you. My final failure.
Was it worth it? Everything you did to the world, to yourself.
It doesn't matter now. All we can do is wait for the end.
What do you mean? What's ending?
The irony that you should appear now, of all the possibilities. All that I fought for, all that I betrayed, and what have I wrought? Ruin and death, that is nothing else. The Elder One comes for me, for you, for us all. Felix.
That's Felix. Maker's breath, Alexius, what have you done?
He would have died, Dorian. I saved him. Please, don't hurt my son.
You say so.
I'll do anything you ask.
Hand over the amulet and we let him go.
Let him go and I swear you'll get what you want.
I want the world back.
No.
No!
Well, I mean, if you're like rushing too much through, like I don't spend a whole lot of time reading like.
Where are your assassins this time?
I don't spend too much time reading through the codexes and stuff, unless it looks super interesting. Hey, Sol. I didn't even know that you, like, followed me on Twitch. Or WoW. YouTube, whatever. You know what I mean? Stalker.
Victory is impossible. Victory is impossible. Tell me again how you're gonna seal the breach.
With the thing on my hand, that's how I'm gonna seal the breach.
He wanted to die, didn't he? All those lies he told himself, the justifications. He lost Felix long ago. Didn't even notice. Oh, Alexius.
This Alexius was too far gone, but the Alexius in our time might still be reasoned with.
Time travel.
This is the same amulet he used before. I think it's the same one we made in Minrathous.
I don't like Vivian.
Give me an hour.
Plus, I'm a
work out the
mage.
spell he used.
How many extra
I should
mages
be
do I
able to
need?
reopen the rift.
An hour? That's impossible. You must go now.
Uh-oh.
The Elder One.
There's a reason
It's
they
bad.
won.
Yeah, I'm that awesome. See? Trigger.
We'll go on ahead. Take out as many as we can. Liliana, you're the last line of defense. Give them what you've got.
We'll make this count.
The only way we live is if this day never comes. Cast your spell. You have as much time as I have hours.
No, that's not the real reason. I like Cassandra too. But it seems like Blackwell's the better tank. Or Blackwall.
Though darkness closes, I am shielded by flame. Andraste, guide me. Maker, take me to your side.
You move, and we all die! You'll have to do better than that.
You failed, Alexius. How forgiving is your Elder One?
You won.
Shh, no spoilers.
There's no point extending this charade. Felix.
It's going to be all right, Father.
You'll die.
Everyone dies.
I've played it before, so it's not a spoiler for me. But it might be for other people. We haven't found that out yet.
Glad that's over with. Or not.
Grand Enchanter Fiona.
Queen Anora.
When I granted your mage's sanctuary, I thought it was understood that they would not force my people from their homes.
Your Majesty, let me assure you, we never intended any of this.
Your intentions ceased to matter when my people were threatened. I am rescinding my offer of sanctuary. You and your followers will leave for Eldon at once.
But we have hundreds who need protection. Where will we go?
You'll be leaving here with the Inquisition.
Yep. And what are the terms of this arrangement?
Hopefully better than what Alexius gave you. The Inquisition is better than that, yes?
You guys are gonna help me fix this shit up.
Captors.
Yeah,
I've
all
known
here.
a lot of mages. They can be loyal friends if you let them. Friends who make bad decisions, but still loyal.
It seems
Hey, Angel.
we have little choice but to accept whatever you offer.
Seems like everybody's watching on YouTube today. That's okay.
We would be honored to have you fight as allies at the Inquisition's side.
A generous offer. But will the rest of the Inquisition honor it?
The breach threatens all of Thedas. We cannot afford to be divided now. We can't fight it without you. Any chance of success requires your full support.
Whether you accept the Inquisition's alliance or not, you will leave my kingdom.
We accept. It would be madness not to.
The thing that's amazing about this game
ready them for the journey to Haven.
is that
the breach will be closed.
You have this huge
you will
event,
not regret giving us this chance.
and we still haven't barely started the game. Like, this whole thing, that was pretty major, yeah? I haven't even gotten to Skyguard yet.
It's not a matter for debate. There will be abominations among the mages, and we must be prepared.
If we rescind the offer of an alliance, it makes the Inquisition appear incompetent at best, tyrannical at worst.
What were you thinking, turning mages loose with no oversight? The veil is torn open.
Give them their freedom for now. If they prove later they can't handle it, impose restrictions.
And how many lives will be lost if they fail? With the veil broken, the threat of possession.
Enough arguing. None of us were there. We cannot afford to second-guess our people. The sole point of the Herald's mission was to gain the Mage's aid, and that was accomplished.
The voice of pragmatism speaks. And here I was, just starting to enjoy the circular arguments.
Closing the breach is all that matters.
The longer the breach is open, the more damage it does. We should head there as soon as possible.
Agreed.
Yeah, you know, giant hole in the sky.
In this dark future. The assassination of Empress Celine. A demon army.
Sounds like something a Tevinter cult might do. Orlais falls, the Imperium rises. Chaos for everyone.
One battle at a time. It's going to take time to organize our troops and the mage recruits. Let's take this to the war room. Join us. None of this means anything without your mark, after all.
Thank you. I'd be honored to help with the plan.
Meet us there when you're ready.
I'll skip the War Council, but I would like to see this breach up close, if you don't mind.
Then you're staying?
Oh, didn't I mention? The South is so charming and rustic. I adore it to little pieces.
There's no one I'd rather be stranded in time with, future or present.
Excellent choice. But let's not get stranded again anytime soon, yes?
I'll begin preparations to march on the summit. Make her willing, the mages will be enough to grant us victory.
I never played the DLC because I beat the game before any of the DLC really came out. Maybe I should pick that up.
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin. And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement. The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them it is a necessary one as well.
Sigrid says it will cost at least 10.
Fine.
Not sure why you would want to pay out of your own pocket for books, Enchanter.
If Fiona and her malcontents are joining us as allies, we need to be prepared. Abominations are inevitable. Cullen doesn't have enough Templars to handle incidents. Some of the rank and file need to be trained.
The last thing we need are abominations running amok.
I knew you would have a proper grasp of the situation. I'll have a word with Cullen. We are reliant on his people, absolutely. There has never been a greater threat to mages than the breach. Until it is closed, no one is safe.
You have a low opinion of your fellow mages.
It's not a matter of opinion, my dear. I have a close relationship with reality. Many of our colleagues do not. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
You're preaching to the choir, Vivian.
Tell me something. You said once that you wanted to change things. What future would you build for mages?
Mages shouldn't be kept out of the Chantry. Who knows the dangers of magic better than a mage?
A curious idea. Such twists and turns your mind takes. It's something to consider, my dear.
Mages. Lovely.
It seems Blackwall knows nothing about the disappearance of the Grey Wardens. It's a disappointment. I am, however, glad that he is with us. Even if he was not what I expected. He seems to be a good man, and his experience will be an asset to the Inquisition. As for the other Wardens, I suppose we will have to keep looking.
In Redcliffe, you sacrificed yourself so that I could return here.
Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
Liliana is such a badass. I would take her with me in my party if I could, but can't do that this game.
It was still a sacrifice, and still noble.
And I would do it again.
Why do you want me to seek out the rebel mages? Why do you care?
I've known mages. Some of them were better people than me. And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right.
I'll leave you to your work.
The Inquisition supports free mages. What's next? Elves running Halamsharal? Cows milking farmers?
I take it you don't agree.
On the contrary, I approve. Heartily. I do wonder if you've considered what this support of yours will do. For mages in general, I mean. The Inquisition is seen as an authority. You've given southern mages license to, well, be like mages back home.
What would be wrong with that exactly?
Nothing, at first. Thing is, the Imperium was once just like the South. Templars, proper circles, all that rot. Then it changed, by inches. Not that this is reason to oppress us. Still, my homeland should be a cautionary tale, not a source of inspiration.
Have you gone to see Alexius yet? He's in the cells.
Yet no. I saw him before they locked him up. He looked despondent, broken. Not the man I remember, nor the one I want to. I suppose the Inquisition will judge him eventually. I wonder if there's any chance they'll show him mercy. He hardly deserves it, but for Felix's sake. I can't help hoping there's something left of the man I once knew. It occurs to me that you're a mage.
Yes, I am.
I meant, you must have been part of the circle of Magi in the south. Meaning, you were locked away like a criminal, at least until you rebelled. It's such a bizarre notion to me.
It's bizarre to me as well.
I believe this is a moment where we stand in mutual recognition of mankind's folly. It's more surprising that everyone would take the idea of a mage inquisitor so calmly. Maybe it's not calm. Maybe the Antivan crows are swimming in gold from all the contracts on your life. Good luck with that, by the way. Grand fun being the one in charge. You know where I'll be.
Alright guys, I think I'm gonna end this stream here. I need to go back to work, Joy, and all that, but we got through a major piece of the plot line here, and we will be on our way to the next steps very soon. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't, if you want to keep following, and I will catch you later.